I'm trying to see when you're gonna come in with that
This is
new.
probably the most official shit that I came to so far.
Really? No one's never said that about Everyday Struggle before. What?
Bro, y'all got the fucking monitors with the shit that's on. Like, we about to be on the BET world.
What's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome back to Everyday Struggle. Nadeska, Akademiks, and Wayno here with a very special guest. We got PnB Rock in the building.
Oh yeah.
My G, what's good?
Thank you for joining us.
Building, man. What's up, bro?
I'm just vibing, same shit.
Shit, felt like a long time coming to get you here, man.
What? I was on your ass. I ain't gonna care like that. What's up? What you coming up there, man?
Right, remember we talked about that Made in America
Real
last year.
shit,
We talked
yeah.
about that shit.
Last year. All right, you
last
guys
year
been
we
planning
talking
for a
about
long time.
Right.
And he came bearing gifts. Rappers don't usually bring us gifts. I want you to know we
Nah,
appreciate
it's
it.
all love, hell yeah.
Well, we ain't
I fuck
clear
y'all.
with
I really
legally.
watch y'all shit. Yeah, they ain't.
We ain't clear with I want to show it because like you signing everything. It's some dope shit, man.
Yeah,
They ain't for the people anyway though. That was for y'all.
it's all good, it's all good. You're not rapper pop star now, right?
Yeah, man. I'm a TrapStar Turnt PopStar. You know.
What's life like as a pop star? That sounds intense.
Crazy, bro. There's a whole bunch of people snoring. Like, no, I ain't gonna say that. Man, that shit be fun, traveling around, you know what I'm saying? I'm meeting different people, just seeing different shit, and I'm having fun, you know what I'm saying? I'm just living life.
That's
All right.
dope.
Well, the album's coming out this Friday. You're about to ask some wild questions.
Nah, I was just want to ask him, like, you want to be a pop star though?
I mean,
listen to
I'm
your
saying-
music, man. I hear
I'm
like
saying, like-
Beanie, man. I
I'm
hear like
saying,
the
like-
voice of the streets type of shit, man.
See, that's what I'm saying. When I say like pop star, I don't want y'all to think I'm going super left and all you're gonna hear is dooch, dooch, dooch. Like, no, nigga, I'm still giving you that PnB swag,
Yeah.
but it's just like you gonna see the growth, you see the elevation. Like, I'm not gonna be all on trap beats all the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to show y'all that I don't want to be in a fucking box, nigga. I'm doing all type of music, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the pop star. That's like, I really should have said TrapStar Turnt Superstar, but that shit sound ass. TrapStar Turnt PopStar.
And people might try to take it as you being arrogant if you say
Yeah,
superstar, you know
real
what I mean?
shit. And I don't even want to claim that, but nigga, I'm a superstar.
I feel you.
I wonder if rocking the perm and the straight hair is that part of pop star life?
Yeah, that was just the
or-
bid, you heard me? That was the bid, you know what I'm saying? I knew my album coming out, you gotta do goofy little shit like just to get, you know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing, I'm usually not a part of that shit, but I'm like, fuck it, let me get this shit going viral real quick.
Well, since you were part of it, I feel like we gotta do like the who wore the perm better, right? we got it. So like,
Who wore it better?
who wore the perm better? Tiger
who
was
wore
on
the
the gram
perm better? Let me
earlier
see.
this
I don't
year
think
showing
we
off
got
the
the person
perm.
who really wore it better on here. That's
Or we're
Max
missing.
Big.
All right, so
Yeah,
the options
real
we
shit.
got. No,
That's
no,
why
we got him.
I
We got
shouted
you
him
guys.
out.
So we got Cat Williams, of
me
course,
see.
Tyga. We got Max B and DJ Quick.
I'm about to say
We
that
got to
shit.
decide who wore the perm better.
DJ Quick, that's his regular drip.
Yeah, that Quick been doing that.
Cat Williams on that
time,
comedy
yeah.
special when he was snapping. That shit was late. I ain't gonna lie.
shit-
You gotta give him credit.
real.
But I ain't gonna lie. Max just walked around with it. Like,
I got those.
Bro, that's why when I put the picture
You
up, I
said
said
Jones
PnB,
did?
Big
Yeah.
Avell. Like, cause that's the drip that I felt like, I'm on some Max B shit. This the wave right here.
I felt like
There
it
it
was
is.
more than just the picture.
Okay,
bro.
okay.
Nigga, right.
No, that nigga DJ Quick shit looking crazy, you hear me?
I ain't
No,
gonna
I'm
front
still
Tiger.
gonna say, damn, look at Tiger.
Nah,
though.
Tiger
looks like a pimp angel
Nah,
or some shit.
yo.
He talking about the
Yo, Tiger just got a hairline back, man. He just
Angel
having
of
to
death.
be on this shit, man.
Yo, that
Salute to
nigga
Tiger, though,
like
but
a young Michael Jackson in that motherfucker.
Big Avell owning it, and Cat Williams, you know
I'm
how.
gonna keep it 1,000. Big Avell, that just look like that's his drip right there, bro.
Word.
Right.
Shout out to Big
But
Avell.
Cat Williams, he was always sweating, but he could still keep the perm straight, which was like, that's really hard. I'm gonna let
Like,
you
how the
guys know.
fuck
I
you
was
do
always
that?
impressed
Remember
by
he
that.
said that's why he sleep with silk pillowcases. So he ain't
No,
gotta wrap
for real,
Every black
yo, you
woman
wanna know
knows.
some funny shit?
What?
My girl just told me that.
Yeah.
She said, you gotta sleep with the silk pillowcases with your do-rag, so you're showing me getting all fucked up.
Yeah.
All right, cause this is a new drip right here, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, kid,
I ain't
PnB
even used
Rock.
to the braid drip. I'm used to my shit as being curly, wake up, yeah, we out. Like, come on. You
That's
feel me?
where you grow your hair. I was wondering, I'm like, this
some
nigga
different
Robin
shit,
grow
right?
hair for a minute.
I really just was trying to get a different look. You see, I had like the super curly bush. Like,
Yeah.
not so long ago, and I was fucking with that. Like the girls was fucking with it, but I just wanted to try something different album time, like just give them something to talk about type shit. I ain't probably gonna keep this shit for too long though.
All right. I mean, it looks good. And you've been promoting this as your debut album, but just for clarity,
Yeah.
the internet seems to feel like you have previous albums. Like they've done official
I mean,
reviews.
yeah,
Are you
they
considering
funny
those all
as shit.
I wanted to
mixtapes?
do that. I wanted to know that too.
I
Cause
mean, like, just me personally, I'm just like the internet, nigga. That shit was albums to me, nigga. I put hard time working to that shit, but technically, label terms is different, you know what I'm saying? They put you in these little situations and shit, and like, they won't consider it as an album on some finesse and shit. You gotta know your shit. You feel me?
That
Like,
is fact you talking about right now.
for real, like, you out here, then you keep saying like, yo, this is my album, and they be like, no, we don't think this should be an album. We gonna consider it as a mixtape, you know what I'm saying? Because like, we want your album to be big, you know what I'm saying? We want to put a lot behind the album, and we can't put a lot behind everything that you bring to us.
I feel you.
And they felt like this was the album.
But Catch These Vibes, though, it felt like an album to me. You know what I mean? It was,
I ain't even gonna care. I feel like Going Through the Motions was probably like the best body of work that I put out with Selfish and all that shit on there.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, that was it for me.
That introduced a lot of people to you. Wait, so like, do you feel differently about this process? If you're saying that it's really, like to you, they're all projects that you love and you put a lot of work into, but doing this whole thing where, of course, you're not promoting the project, but also you worked on it, did it feel different? Than like
this shit was definitely different because like, coming up with it, I worked 2 years on this project, you know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as I dropped Catch These Vibes, you know, you see folk Catch These Vibes.
Yeah.
That was like, for me, that was a fun project. Like, that was my first time going in the booth, not writing nothing, just having fun like all these other niggas be doing. I be writing my shit, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I wasn't really fucking with that. I want to go back in and give them some more serious shit.
Yeah.
And I started making this shit, but it wasn't like, my shit was sounding the same, so I was having a hard time. But shit, it came out great, bro. And I got my label finally like putting the
push. All right, I got you.
billboards over here in this city over here.
Yo, how was that process? I was telling you before, I was watching you online with your girl, like, I think y'all got like a good, fun, like, relationship, and also your personality comes out there. But like, I see how you interact with your fans, and you've been telling them like, yo, listen, man, my shit ready. Y'all just gotta get, yo, my shit ready. Let's go. You feel me? I see that's like, 18 tracks.
My shit was been ready. You heard me? I switched the album 3 times, fucking with this shit.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Just because like I be making so much music, and they be like, my shit just get better and better.
So you
know
think like, is your every song you make like your next favorite song?
Yeah, I be always on that. That's the same thing. If I make a new song, you'll be mad. You'll be burnt out. Like, damn, this nigga gonna keep listening to this song all day? Like, yeah, it's my shit right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm fucking with this. I don't listen to everything else all day. You feel me? Like, if I like something, I burn that shit out. I'm like a hype beast with music and everything. Like, I just OD with the shit. Like.
It must be so hard to cut it down. Actually, we had a fan question, and since you're here, it's perfect since you're about to drop a project. You could actually answer this from your experience. So the question was, what's the biggest challenge an artist faces during the recording stages of their albums and projects? Is it just deciding what songs to put on, or is there a lot more that stresses you out during the process?
Or is it getting the goddamn label behind you, bro?
I feel like it's all of that y'all just said. Like, getting a label behind you is the most key thing, though, you know what I'm saying? Because you feel like if you put your all into this project, you know what I'm saying? You don't want it to just be you promoting your shit, you know what I'm saying? You on your social media, you directing all the traffic to your shit. You want that.
It's not for a reason.
Yeah, hell yeah, you want the motherfuckers to, I want everybody on this whole PnB squad promoting this shit, you know what I'm saying? But you also gotta look at it like, they got so much shit going on with these labels, you know what I'm saying? You really gotta put that work in. Like, that's what I came into this shit thinking like, damn, I'm finally signed, like, they about to be doing everything, I don't gotta do shit. That's the exact opposite of what the fuck this is.
Right,
you come in this shit, you gotta put super work in. You gotta let the labels know like, yeah, I'm worth all that money y'all just gave me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just like a bag y'all just blew and y'all might just recoup it later on down. Y'all gonna get y'all shit back ASAP because this shit gonna go. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I'm putting my all into this shit too, you feel me? Like, and when I was making the album, I felt like I can't talk about everybody else, but it was struggles, you know what I'm saying? Like, just outdoing yourself in itself is hard, you know what I'm saying? You like, damn, I got these hits, I got all these platinum plaques. I'm trying to get to another one, you know what I'm saying? Like, and every song don't get that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, shit, you work hard on this shit.
You signed with Atlantic like 4 years ago, right?
Back 2015.
2015, I remember that. So how's the process been? Like, being that this is your debut album, right? Like, how's the process of you putting out all of these projects? Was there frustration there that, like you said, you thought this was your album, you thought Catch These Vibes or other projects was your albums, but this is your final album. I mean, your real album. So how was it like leading up to that?
I mean, it's not that I thought they was my albums. I was making them.
Yeah.
In my mind, I was making them considering it an album, but when I got and brought it to the labels, they let me know, like, yeah, we're not gonna consider it out. So I was like, fuck it, it's a tape, it's a project. I ain't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I was just happy with my music coming out. Like, I ain't really give a fuck, but now I know what's going on, and I know, like, you sit back and you watch and you learn, you see everything that's going on. Like, I was sitting back for 2 years, you feel me? Watching shit, and I feel like I had to do more. Like,
I feel like there was a little frustration though, cause like, I felt like just off of those tapes, right? Like, you bubbling up crazy. And then again, I'm watching all type of people getting their shot and they're getting a big look, and I'm like, man, what Rock think about all of this? Or and sometimes, because I've learned this, like, kind of seeing the full 360 view of the industry, sometimes it ain't the label. Sometimes the personal issues with an artist. or sometimes it is. You get me?
Real shit.
But you got to take everything into account when you're trying to like figure out why whatever is not happening. Like the last 2 years while you prepping for this moment, like how you actually like taking that whole thing?
It was pretty much like, I felt like the last 2 years, I was just really just sitting back, just watching, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was one of them motherfuckers that just made a lot of mistakes in the beginning of my career, you know what I'm saying? Like, just not even like nothing too crazy, but just like being in the wrong light, you know what I'm saying? And people was judging me off of shit that I did. And that shit just fucking like hindered shit with my relationship, even with the label, you know what I'm saying? They like, damn, you're not gonna be like putting our all into this motherfucker. Every time he coming late, or he not coming, you know what I'm saying? Or this motherfucker just not taking it serious, like he not taking nothing serious about the radio. Like he just like make it seem like everything supposed to just come overnight type shit. And I felt like that though. At the same time, I'm feeling like, shit, nigga, I'm one of the niggas that started this shit. Like I started in 2015. Only nigga that was doing this shit when I was coming in this shit was like Fetty Wap, you feel me? Like he was the only nigga on my singing, rapping, trapping wave, you feel me? Like everybody else was on their own shit. And I'm like, damn, all these little niggas coming out of nowhere sounding like PnB or sounding like even A Boogie or sounding like niggas that I'm, you know, coming up with me.
Right.
And they doing all this shit for these little niggas, you feel me? They coming here, they doing these shows, festivals here, da. But I wasn't looking at it on no hating shit though. I was looking at it like, all right, so what the fuck is they doing that I'm not doing? You feel me?
Okay.
I got hot music though, you feel me? So it's like, I know that. Like I know music that shit gonna outweigh a whole bunch of this bullshit, all this frivolous shit that be going on. So it's like, I got that one aspect. It's like, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck are these niggas doing? Like, do I gotta go viral? Do I gotta fucking do? I'm not doing none of that shit though, you feel me? It's like, so I figured it out.
This is a conversation that me and Ak have a lot of times, because every time we see a artist that's not as successful as we would like them to be, it's the easiest person to point the finger as the label. Yeah. But it sounds like you did some self-assessing as to like, damn, like I didn't know that I had to show up the radio or do all these different things in order to be put in these certain lights. So has it been like a learning curve as well?
Fuck yeah, I learned a lot, like just watching, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I sat back for 2 years trying to figure the fuck out, like, what the fuck am I not doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, or what the fuck am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And what the fuck is they supposed to be doing too? You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
At the same time, it's like, I'm coming to this shit. I always just was from the outside looking in. I thought once you get signed, everybody pressing keys, everybody pressing buttons, they got you here, you busy all day. Right. Nigga, I ain't hear from my label like for 9 months, nigga, when I got signed. I'm like, damn, I'm still signed to Atlantic.
But do you feel like there's a line that you can't cross? So like, you're ready for the project to drop, you feel like it's time, you can rally your friends, you'll hit the label, tell them we need a date, but some artists go to the extreme in terms of disrespecting the label publicly. Does that backfire on the back end? Like, is there a line of like pushing but not going too far?
I feel like my label and me, like, we was like, back and forth so much. It's like they not at the point where they like, fuck PnB Rock, we want to drop him, we don't want him, we just want him to go, because they know, nigga, I'm still one of them niggas that's gonna bring, like, I'm recouping my money, you know what I'm saying? I'm bringing y'all cash, you know what I'm saying? This shit coming in.
So you gonna get them hits, you gonna get the plaques.
Yeah, hell yeah, they know that. But at the same time, I'm over here on my shit, like, I know that too, but nigga, y'all not doing what I expected y'all to do, you feel me? Like, and not even only that, it's like I'm seeing niggas from the label, but I'm only seeing one person, maybe 2 people. Nigga, I got a whole team of motherfuckers that's supposed to be working with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's some people that I haven't even met at one point in time, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, who the fuck is such and such and such and such? You know what I'm saying? Like, he doing all this shit and I never even met this motherfucker. Like, where he at? You feel me? Like, and it just like, that's just my attitude, the way I was coming into this shit was all nigga shit, all hood shit. Yeah. I had to switch it up.
Yo, I think the perception of you is a little fucked up too. I think people, at least some of the public, they view certain things, whether it was the Lil B situation or they seen like those that video that went viral with you in the hotel, and they're like, yo, this nigga's an asshole, yo.
Super asshole.
Like that's what mad people thought. You get me? And unfortunately, like a clip or two or a moment or two will have people just defining who you are. Yeah. And like a lot of times, like if we're not talking about music, like I bring up your name around just casual fans and be like, yo, ain't that a nigga who did that? That's what they define. That's what they define you by.
Thanks.
Like, did you kind of realize, because in a moment, like I understand, like even the hotel joint, right? Like you weren't trying to make that thing like a whole big crazy joint, but a lot of people viewed it as like, yo, this is how this dude is.
You want to know some funny shit, bro? That hotel shit, we're not the little pissing in the hotel shit. Like, I did that shit before in here in New York, you know what I'm saying? Like, on my live at that. And niggas thought the shit was funny, you know what I'm saying? Cause that was like when I was a little on the low on the totem pole, like, and this was all Philly watching my shit. It wasn't like the whole world watching my shit. Nigga, Philly thought that shit was the funniest shit ever. Like, nigga, they disrespected my man PnB, he came back tripping, But that was just like, that was the trap side of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was a nigga that just didn't give a fuck, that just was like, fuck everybody. Like, I'm gonna put it like this. The only reason I pissed in that hotel, niggas think I just pissed in the hotel when I got caught smoking. Like, I got caught smoking so many times and kicked out of hotels, bro. That's the process. All right, I know. All right, my bad. I'm out. Charge my 250. I get the fuck out. I gotta go to
Fees
another
is a
hotel.
motherfucker, too.
Yeah, like, that shit happened to me so many times, bro. You know how many hotels I got kicked out of?
Absolutely.
I know this shit. You get caught smoking, that's what happens. You get kicked the fuck out, you get charged $250, maybe $500, even $1,000 sometimes.
Right.
But nigga, me, I'm getting kicked out. I already know what the fuck. But this particular time, they was on some playing around with me shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm coming from the studio. I got like 3 bitches with me. Like 4 of my niggas, we probably had fun. I got bags too. We just came from shopping earlier in the day, so it's just like this. I'm on like the 22nd floor. I get my key, you know what I'm saying? I already had my key actually. We go upstairs. My shit wasn't working, so I'm like, all right, bet. I don't want everybody to come down there. We smell like a pound of weed. I'm like, y'all stay right here. I'm gonna go down there and get the key we need. I go down there. Yeah, I need my key. Ain't working. You know what I'm saying? Gave him my ID. Whoop de whoop. They're like, oh yeah, your key not working, huh? Here you go. Here with another key. Went up there, the shit wasn't working again. I'm like, fuck. I go back down there. Nigga, this shit literally happened like at least 5 times, bro. I kept going down. By the 5th time, the bitches thought I was on some weird shit. Like, what's up? Like, you can't get in your own room. Like, I'm heated. You heard me? I'm like, what the fuck?
Because now you looking crazy.
They got me on some weird shit. Like, so I'm steaming there. I'm about to walk down to the hall. I'm about to walk down to the joint again. This time, security coming up on some, like, I don't know why they were scared to tell you, but earlier we found like it was a marijuana smell come out when y'all got evacuated. I'm like, well, pussy, why the fuck y'all ain't been something?
You would've went upstairs there 5 to 6 times.
I'm like, y'all niggas tweaking. Who y'all think I am, bro? Like, y'all niggas got me fucked up. Like, I'm like, all right, I'm out. But I got something for y'all before I leave. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that just was the Philly nigga, like the track star in me. Like, and I ain't think like that was at a point in my career where I was like not knowing, like, I was way bigger than what I was thinking.
Right.
But that's a good
That shit was
point.
viral,
Yeah.
I did that shit on Snapchat. I don't even know
But it happens
Snapchat.
to a lot of artists. We've seen it with people as huge as Cardi. Something you do on your live when you're like on the come up that people might be entertained by could come up and bite you in the ass. You know what I mean?
God.
Unfortunately.
So,
Real shit.
question, do you think that, like, all right, so even with TrapStar Turnt PopStar, do you think it's also you changing your mindset? Because, like, even with you getting kicked out of hotels, like, that's not a fun thing, right? Along with you having to keep paying money every time you get kicked out, because if they charge you for 1 room, they charge you for 4 rooms, that's racking up. So is that you also, is like you making this album, is that you changing your mindset as well?
I mean, it's definitely, you can see the level up, the growth, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see, like, I'm acknowledging a lot of the shit that I did, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I know, I'm not no fucking idiot, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned from my mistakes, too. Motherfucker, you can see, like, so on the trap side, it's like 9 songs of me talking about, like, my old shit, my struggle shit, my pain shit, how I got to where I'm at, personal experiences and shit.
Right.
So for the niggas that don't know me, and even for my old fans, they always be asking me for that shit. Like, we want that old PnB. So that's perfect for my old fans, and especially for my new fans that don't know me. You get to see why I act the way I act, why I move the way I move, because it's like, damn, this nigga done came from so much. He done been through so much shit, and now I'm this pop star now, you know what I'm saying? So it's still gonna be times where I be still tripping out, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, what? What's up? Like, but I be checking myself more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got that in my head, like, damn, I'm a pop star now, bro. I can't be running around with 3 niggas with guns and all of this shit no more, you know what I'm saying? Because, nigga, I got shit going on, bro. Like, I got everybody riding on me, too. Like, I got a daughter that's 5, nigga, my whole family. I'm the only nigga in my family that got, you feel me, any type of success, any type of, you know, like, nigga, we still in the hood.
Yo, I think people actually forget, like, the life you were living before the fame.
Yeah, right.
Because, like, I remember when I first started posting, I didn't even know who you were, but I started seeing you were freestyling.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bunch of freestyles, and one was on radio. I forgot the name of the DJ down there you did it with. And then I was posting, I'm like, yo, who is this nigga? And everyone was like, that's PnB Rock, that's PnB.
Yeah.
I think you were locked up then. And then I remember when you came home, and I seen a couple of your videos, like, fresh out of jail, you were just freestyling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, you could tell where, like, the life he been living and what he's used to. You feel me? So now you're like this, like, superstar. They're looking at you, you got to change that shit like that. And I got to imagine that's a hard process because, like, you've been acting this way, or you've been like this, or you react like this for a long time. Now you got to change up.
But we also talk about changing the people around you too, right? If you're rolling with the same people, it's hard for you to evolve. Has that been part of the process?
Yeah, you know, I used to be, like, in and out of jail, from juvenile all the way up to adult shit, you know what I'm saying? And throughout those times, you know, I kept the same circle, kept the same friends. I always kept coming home and going to the same situations. But nigga, none of them niggas was showing me no love in jails. None of the bitches was. None of my family was either. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was like, why the fuck do I keep coming back home, risking my life for these motherfuckers, doing all this shit? I'm having fun too at the same time, making it seem like it's just ah. But even though we having fun, them niggas ain't there for me at the end of the night when it's time for niggas to go in the crib and I'm still homeless. You know what I'm saying? I'm still out here trying to figure it the fuck out. Like,
Right.
And when I get locked up, ain't nobody there I could call. Like, yo, let me get like at least $20, you feel me, like for some commissary. Niggas just had me assed out, you feel me? And I just kept doing the same shit, you feel me? Like, then one day I came home with all these notes, you feel me, all these motherfucking raps in my book, and I was like, yeah, with these raps, I'm gonna turn up on these niggas, and I ain't even going back to the corner no more where the cops keep spinning, and I ain't gonna go fuck with them niggas over there that I wasn't really rocking with me like how they supposed to be, you feel me? I'm gonna go over here by myself in the studio.
Yeah.
And that's what I did.
And I mean, with that being said, like with you leveling up, your team got to level up as well.
Yeah,
like
fuck yeah.
So a question I had too was like, all right, so because if I catch these vibes, like Pressure is one of my favorite records, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, is there anything on the new album that kind of ties to that? Like, do you still feel that same type of pressure that you once had? Or do you feel like it's like a weight off of your shoulders now that you stepping into this new light?
I still feel like a whole bunch of pressure just because, like, nigga, I'm still, like, just like I said, like, I still got people that's still in the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I still got niggas that's still in jail. I just lost one of my young niggas, like, not too long ago, got shot 17 times. Like, I'm still dealing with the shit, but it's like, nigga, I learned more to be like not just hold all of that shit in, you know what I'm saying? So I let it out with the music, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it, I can't be holding this shit in no more. Like, that shit drive you the fuck crazy, you hear me? Like, keep dealing with all this shit by yourself. It's like, everybody call me when they got the problems and shit. Everybody call me when they need help. I can't fucking call nobody when I got any problem, you know what I'm saying? Like, not one person. Like, maybe my manager and something, but that shit, like, we the same people.
Right.
You feel me? Like, what the fuck? You already know what I'm going through.
Right.
How'd you even link up with our ex? Because I've heard you talk about the song for a while, and now it's coming on this project.
Yeah.
Middle Child with you and X. Like, how did that happen?
I linked up with X. I was one of the people that just caught on to the shit when his shit went viral. Like, when his shit went viral, I'm like, damn, who the fuck is this? Like, it's a hard ass sound. Like, that shit had my fucking neck like. Look at me. Yeah, I'm like, who the fuck is this? But Orlando, the one who brought it to me, Orlando Wartenberg, he brought him to me. He brought him to my attention and shit. And I'm like, yeah, I fuck with the kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, he on some shit. He was like, I'm trying to sign him. I'm like, yeah, I think you should, you know what I'm saying? Like, just talking about like number-wise and how I keep seeing his nigga name, like all the people that's fucking with him, like, no, he's about to be up. And he went out there, and I was one of the people that went out there when X came home and meet him, you know what I'm saying? And when I met him, I did my research before I met him too, like just to see what type of nigga he was. Like, that's just type of nigga that I am. When I like something, I dig into it. I don't just be like, all right, I fuck with it. Like, so when I look at him, I'm like, man, this nigga a little crazy. Like, this nigga be fighting all the time. Like, I see brutal fight though.
Right.
Like, this nigga trying to kill these. I'm like, so he a little crazy. So when I went to go meet him, I was on that same energy. Like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, what's where this nigga at? Like, I'm ready to meet him. Hope he be on that hype shit. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't on that shit at all, bro. Like, when I met him, he was like, what's up, fam? Like, proper shit. I'm like,
yo, he got that. He got that different side to him.
I said, damn, let me turn it down a little bit. Like, this ain't even the energy that I'm supposed to be like giving out right now. Like, and now we just built it ever since then. Like, we just was cool as fuck, and we ain't make no songs for a while. We just was chopping it up every day. I used to be just big, and this nigga used to be sending me random ass, crazy ass videos, bro, that don't make no fucking sense. Like, I was like, bro, what the fuck is I'm watching, bro? Like, this nigga was funny as hell. He used to always try to help me come up with schemes and shit to go viral. Like, he was smart as shit. Like, that was one of them motherfuckers that I always never forget. And that nigga still, his energy always gonna be around, you know what I'm saying? Real shit.
Yeah. And you have another song with him that's not on the project too,
yeah,
right?
Hell yeah.
Still coming? Yeah,
it's like, that song, the only reason I ain't put that song out on the project, everybody begging me for this song, mind you. Like, I snippeted it. When I sent him my verse back, cause we did it in the studio at the same time, like he did the hook, he did his verse. Or nah, he did the hook, and he was like, fuck, I want you to do your verse first. And I was like, all right, bet. I couldn't fuck with it that night, so I was like, I worked on it another night. When I sent it back, he was like, bro, I ain't fucking with this shit. Like, I think you go harder, like, you feel me? Like, and I was like, bro, nigga, I killed that shit. Like, he like, nah, bro, I'm telling you, you can go harder. I was like, fuck, all right, bet.
Yeah, are you used to, like, say you working with an artist even saying that? Like, you feel like you did your best and somebody be like, nah, you can go harder.
Heard some shit
I always
like
wonder about that, how someone would react, telling you your verse wasn't good enough.
But I wasn't like mad, like, I'm one of them niggas that accept.
But you had that relationship where he could kind of talk to you and you could talk to him, where it was a little bit more accepting. Right?
Fact, even still, like, to this day, anybody, like, feel some type of way about anything that I'm saying on the song, if I'm in the studio with you, I'm gonna take it into consideration. Like, I'm not no like, nigga, fuck, nigga, what I say go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is a platinum. No, nigga, I wanna hear what you got to say, because you a critic, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
You were talking about the second song. You said, like, he told you to go hard.
That nigga told me to go hard, and I just was like, damn. And I never got a chance to send him another version of it, you know, because he passed. And it was like, damn, is he gonna like this verse right here? Like, is he gonna, like, you know what I'm saying? That nigga put so much pressure on me for the first verse, and I thought that shit was hard. It's like, I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to put it out and not really, it be what I want it to be.
Like, do him justice. Like,
yeah, hell yeah. So I got 2 versions of the song now, and I still ain't happy with the shit. Like, I still feel like the first verse was hotter than the new one. Like, so I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm just like,
yeah, take your time, yo. You got an album coming out. You got a lot to celebrate. There's like no rush on that. So look, I don't know if you saw our little like recording booth over here. It's like a set edition. Recently, I was definitely gonna try to bully you.
I missed this.
I was gonna try to bully you to become the first rapper to get in there, but like,
I'm gonna be the first nigga. So
I know you're busy this week, so like no pressure. But since you're here, we gotta talk about some Philly rap, of course.
Yeah.
And actually, I think we got a fan question for this one, and we had the guys make their like top 5 from Philly, and we're curious about your list. So let's check out this question. Wayno, I know how much you love Meek Mill. We all know that here at Everyday Struggle.
Yes,
do you consider Meek to be the best rapper out of Philly of all time? Gotta hear Ak's take on this too, and of course we want PnB's take. So let's see, Ak. Let's.
No, we want PnB.
Let me ask you a question first.
Like, we're not from Philly, so if I have a wild ass list, I could get a pass. He gotta come proper.
Well, we gotta, let me answer the question first because, all right, everybody, Wayno loves Meek Mill. I've known Meek Mill for like 17 years.
Listen, Wayno, don't defend yourself. We established our fandom here. It's all good.
Like, I met Rock before he got signed. Like, we got a lot of mutual people. So, and I spent a lot of time in Philly, so I'm very supportive of Philadelphia because it's like my second home. But no, Meek is not, to me, the best rapper to ever come from Philly.
Okay.
But I do have my list.
Who the best rapper from Philly, man?
If you want time to think, don't let them pressure you.
Actually, don't even rank him in order. But like,
I ain't gonna say it in the order because I like a lot of niggas, and that's hard for me to put them in the exact order. But I think I ain't gonna say this one of my top spitters in Philly though. Beans. Beans fucking go crazy. You heard me? Like that nigga was biting niggas' heads off, literally.
Right.
rap royalty out of Philly.
I'ma say niggas probably be forgetting about Cassidy, but Cassidy was hot as shit, bro. Like
look at Wayno's smile. He was just talking about it.
He didn't make my list. Yeah, Cassidy didn't make my list.
No, it's cool though.
I'm gonna tell you my list.
There's a lot of spitters in Philly, so it's really hard.
It's too many. You can find a rapper every time.
I'm gonna say Cassidy, like when we were talking like greats though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
Nah, of course I gotta say Meek. That nigga, just the generation now.
Right.
Uzi Vert.
Okay.
Killing shit.
You got the same list?
Ak is hype right now. You're so far. I think you're.
Damn, this shit crazy right here. This finger right here.
You're 4 for 5 on his list right now.
All right, so
look how excited he is.
Well, just because it's a new era, new generation, I'm gonna say, bro, you gotta put Tierra Whack in there, bro. She is like Missy Elliott of
I love
generation.
Tierra.
Yeah.
That's a great co-sign
pick.
right there.
Real
I love
shit,
Tierra.
bro. Missy Elliott is cold.
All right, so would you like to say your list first or my list first?
Well, I had the same list as him, except I didn't have Tierra Whack on it. I kind of overlooked.
yeah?
I was like, she kind of knew, but I had Freeway, and I wanted to give an honorable mention to Black Thought.
Go.
All right.
Oh, Black Thought.
So-
Damn, how
so-
the fuck I forget the root?
All right, so my list, right? My list is Beanie Sigel, of course, right?
Definitely. Everybody
Second, I got Black Thought. Third, Meek Mill. Fourth, I got Young Chris. The reason why I have Young Chris is
yeah, facts.
the reason why I have Chris though is it's a lot of bias in that, but that's because a lot of people didn't get a chance to hear Chris the way he should have been heard, right? A lot of things happened in his career where he didn't reach certain plateaus, but Chris is a very, very dope spitter. Last,
he's
I got
still spitting right now,
absolutely.
bro. I just seen that nigga at this listening party, bro.
I just with him in LA. Last, I got Freeway, and my 2 honorable mentions, I got Cheek Raw and Vodka.
Wait, you get honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got
Wait,
cheat.
you ain't tell me about the honorable mentions.
Yeah, I got honorable mentions.
Now you got a couple. You can drop them in.
You from Philly though. You got
Cheek Raw and vodka.
Where you come from with that?
Come on. You know, I used to sit.
Yeah,
me and
this
Beanie
nigga
in the
had a
crib.
YouTube
Shout out to Cheek Raw, shout out to Vodka. They from right up the street, Top Hog in the morning, you know.
Top Hog in the
Real
morning,
shit.
yeah.
I fuck with them.
So I used to sit in the crib with Beans all the time and watch Starlito's Way DVD.
Yo,
like we used to sit there and watch that
crazy.
shit all day. So vodka and Cheek Raw is my two honorable mentions.
So who your honorable mentions? You already got my first picks first.
No, it was Black Thought.
Yeah,
that was he had one honorable
one.
mention.
That was
So
one honorable
what's your
mention.
honorable mention?
Bro, I'm gonna say niggas like
shot everybody.
Quilly Mills.
Yeah, Quilly.
Okay.
You feel me? That nigga, he fire as shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Joey Jihad.
Damn,
Come on, bro. You gotta talk
All right,
about
we should have just done a top 10.
Oh,
You deserve
man,
it. Just
'cause
for
that
him,
was
though.
shit, bro.
Just for him.
I'd put Monster on there too. Monster. Yeah, for real. I'd put Monster on
Philly
there.
got spitters, bro. Nigga, even
real.
go back to just the headshot days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout out to Gilly the Kid, too.
Gilly is a
We
definitely.
got a whole
honorable
bunch of
mention.
niggas, man. It's too much, man. It's too many
It's
niggas.
Ab Lava. It's a whole lot. You could go on for days. So with that being said, with Philly, right? Because I feel like what you are doing, what Uzi has done, y'all are kind of changing how Philly is viewed because everything was just always spit 100 bars.
Plus
Spit 100.
Tierra.
And Tierra, yeah. Spit 100 bars all the time.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Right.
When I came home, I was so proud of the sound that I had because it was like, everybody, I ain't gonna lie, when I came home, all the niggas that was rapping in the city was trying to sound like Meek Mills.
Right.
All the niggas in the city, bro. Everybody was like,
That felt like the Philly sound for a minute.
I'm like, damn, y'all niggas burning me the fuck out with this shit, bro. And this shit is niggas is getting away with it too. Like, niggas was top in the city at that time when I came home. It was a lot of niggas doing their thing. I'm like, I'm about to fuck them up with this shit right here. Like, I'm about to fuck them up with this sound. Crazy thing about this shit, like, me, Uzi, and Tierra Wack, I swear to you, you could ask any one of these three. We all had our first show together, bro. You know, it was in the backyard with nobody in this bitch with us. You feel me?
Wow.
Like, we all was in this bitch turning this shit up. And I was like, I got to see Uzi perform. I got to see Tierra Wack
When was
perform.
that? How long ago?
Long ass time. It had to be like 2014, some shit like that.
Wow.
And fucking, I got to see them perform, and it was like, I was like, out of everybody that performed, it was like a whole bunch of artists for this little. It was like a designer, like some little shit called Geechee Vigilantes. Man, out of all the people perform, I seen them two perform, and I was like, they were one of the people at the end. They walked up on me on some fan shit because I was a little more lit.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, bro, you got this shit. Jumping right now, we fucking with this shit. But Uzi was on some shit like, yo, I'm next, you know what I'm saying? Like, I fuck with this shit. Watch what I'm about to come with. I'm on some shit too. I'm like, bro, I just heard this shit. That shit fire, bro.
Right.
And I was like, yo, Tierra Wack was on the same vibe. I was like, yo, you want some other shit. Like,
Yeah.
where you come from with this shit? You feel me? Like, and it was like, we all just had that little one moment, and we always be talking about that shit to this day. Like, I remember too. Nigga, like,
That's crazy.
you feel me? Like,
Man,
That's the kind of thing we wish there was like footage of. Imagine like.
no,
watching
for
that.
real. Like,
probably definitely some footage.
somebody.
There's
Yeah,
some footage.
somebody. If anyone watching has that footage, yo.
Where that shit at, bro?
Hit us on Twitter, yo. Everyday struggle.
I had the big ass box, you hear me?
The Bart Simpson shit.
Was Tierra already rocking like the wild
She
outfits
was
at the
already,
time?
yo, she got her own personal style. That's what niggas don't know. Tierra Wack been doing this shit, bro. She got her own personal style where every day she get a new drip. Her and her DJ.
True. And Uzi, did he have the merch
Yeah, like,
yet?
huh?
Did Uzi have the Chanel purse or something
No,
yet?
he wasn't on that shit yet.
Yeah, Uzi was like.
Uzi was on some chillin' shit. You
Yeah.
feel me? Like, he was on some. He probably had a chain on too, like a little cool little drip. But he wasn't there yet. He wasn't with Rama and all them.
Are we gonna get to hear some music from y'all three?
Yo, oh my God, bro. I'm on Uzi ass right now.
Right. I seen you, him, and Roddy Ricch last week. I seen the picture you
He came
posted.
to my listening party in LA. That shit was a vibe, a solid jump. Yeah, we Ben was supposed to do something like 2 years ago, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, that nigga just like me. He don't want to do no shit through no emails and none of that shit.
Yeah.
We want to pull up to the studio. If we in the same city type shit, we got to get this shit done like that. Like, I'm on the same thing, so I won't be tripping. But we definitely going to get some shit, bro. Hell yeah.
That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope.
Yo, we speak a lot about collab albums a lot of times, man. Yo, when you and Boogie gonna drop one, man?
I already know y'all about it.
Come on, for real,
Man, I'm just waiting on, bro. You know, it's just like, we been had this, we could probably drop this shit today or tomorrow, but it's like, now look, I'm about to drop an album. And when my shit done bubbling, I bet you A Boogie gonna be ready to drop an album. It's like we never on the same time. It's like if I drop an album, he about to drop right after me or same vice versa. We can't, it's no time where we can meet in the middle, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like after you drop this project, because I think this project should kind of put you where you needed to be after all the work you put in.
Yeah.
You know, like his last project, he's having a lot of success. And even if you put out another project, it still puts you out in the space where, yo, we need that collab album.
Bro, we got
Y'all
that
gotta
shit
stop
done
playing.
already. That's the crazy thing, bro. If we go in our hard drives, bro, and just look at all the songs that we got, I guarantee y'all be like, damn, y'all got like a good 9 songs that y'all can put out that nobody heard. Like,
Is it most of it you guys recorded together? Like
Yeah, we never send songs to each other ever. I never did that with
Was it the same for the features on like your album? It's like you said, it's hard coordinating schedules sometimes. So
I think I probably sent like, on this album, I wish I could.
We got the track list.
We got the track list.
What's right here?
Yeah.
Everyone take
Right, everybody.
All right, so me and Dirk, we did that together. Me and T Grizzly, we did that together. X, we did that together. Me and Quavo, we did that together. Diplo, we did that together. Scott, damn, all this shit we did it together. Except for
Corey.
Yeah, bro,
Woody.
no, all these joints we did together.
So all these features, right? Like, how'd you pick him? Like, you basically had a relationship with him already, or did a label hook him up? Like, yo,
I had a
you should
relationship
probably
with,
go around.
I had a relationship with every last one of these people on here, except for Diplo. And he reached out to me. Yeah, he from Philly.
I just found that out.
Really?
He's from Philly, yeah.
Yeah, he from my part of Philly too. He from Mount Airy, Uptown.
He's from Mount Airy, up there?
Uptown. Yeah.
Wow.
And it's like, he reached out to management, and I was surprised like a mother, like, Diplo wanna fuck with PnB? Like, that's real, that's fire. And he was like, yeah, he wants you to come to his crib, like, fly, I wanna fuck with some shit, you feel me? And I flew all there, that nigga had me in my bag. Nigga got me speaking Spanish and all that shit.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, no. Then I was like, all right, now what the fuck I said again? You know what I'm saying? That shit hot though, you know what I'm saying? Like, he had me tapping into my sound, like, he had me doing all type of shit, like, fuck with Diplo.
All right, yo. That's
Seems
dope.
like a lot of elevation, man. What's next?
Whatever, you know what I'm saying? This shit, you going to Mars, you feel me? Like, this shit to the moon with this shit, like, ain't no limits. Like, I feel like music is like a door opener, you know what I'm saying? Once you get into this shit, you start fucking with other shit, and that's what I've been doing, fucking with everything.
What are the things you been messing with, like, outside music?
No, you know, I mean, I had a burger spot, you know what I'm saying? Like, fucking with the food, you know, shit happened with that shit. You know, ain't nothing stop me from going on. I said, fuck it, all right, y'all wanna fuck that up, all right. I'm gonna go make it bigger. I got another, like, it's more food, but now I got a liquor license with this one, so I got a bar, bang. That shit start booming, yeah. That shit started booming, it's called Galaxy Live. And then I went in West Philly, said, fuck, let me do the same thing over here. I got another bar in West Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I got them joints booming. Now I just opened up a strip club with Tevin Farmer.
Can you host us?
Yeah, y'all want to come through? Anytime y'all in Philly, bro, niggas don't be known because I don't be saying nothing about it, but I'm low-key running up the bag. Like, y'all could come
I never
through
knew about this. I'm actually, like, you see after, like, with, I think Nipsey put a lot of, like, just even regular people, because people been doing this shit, but, like, niggas ain't really care to hear that shit,
real shit
until you start seeing your favorite entertainer doing it and speaking on it. Now you're like, damn,
I don't
okay,
talk about it because, like,
you put
really,
shit
like,
back in the community.
I already know because I had a situation, like, I was talking about, my first business that I had was Burger Lane. I was so happy about the shit was booming, but niggas came and hated on my situation, shot the joint up, killed the innocent person in the store, and fucked up my whole joint. Like, and that also was like, damn, like, now do I want people to notice my shit? Like, you feel me? Like, just because it's my face on a nigga come hate, this is like shit that happened. So I ain't let that stop me though. I ain't let it deter me. I was like, man, fuck that, I'm gonna go harder. Like, and I'm gonna go get some more shit. Now, like, I ain't gonna put my face on it though like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna just be in the bag, like, get in the bag, run
That's
it
dope.
up.
You found the compromise. That's the worst feeling that you can't go back and like help out your own neighborhood because of safety issues.
It's tough.
It's just sad that people will hate on, like, a business just because you the face of it. You get me?
Yeah,
like,
niggas, you know, I still be having ops though. You know, I ain't like gonna make it seem like I'm just living life lavishly. You know, my brother got murdered in the streets not too long ago. You feel me? Like, shit still going on. Them niggas be hating. Them niggas be fuck the ops.
Keep going though. Congrats on the album and everything else coming up. Hopefully you can host this when we're in Philly next time. I know Wayno clearly knows the way around, but like, I don't know Philly super well.
Wayno say you're a fake Philly nigga.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
I'm an honorary. I'm not. That's what's fake about me, my nigga. I'm an honorary. Don't talk about fake Philly.
He definitely said it. Like,
no, I never said fake.
You say it's his second home. Right.
Yeah, it's my second home. I'm an honorary.
I love
Philly.
that. But New York my second home too, so
absolutely.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'll be out this bitch like this the crib.
All right.
All right, man. So TrapStar Turnt PopStar, that's out tomorrow. Go check that out
Well,
everywhere.
12 o'clock.
But before we actually go, what are your expectations for this album to do? Like,
Oh,
I mean,
shit.
This is numbers man here, I guess.
not even numbers, but like, what's gonna make you feel happy? Because you know, sometimes you do this whole process, but you got expectations. It might not even be number-wise. It might be just reception, where it'd be like, yo, I want people to think it's a classic or whatever the case is. Or you might be like, nah, I want to do certain numbers.
That's why I made it a double disc album, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, I could have put it on one CD, but I feel like every one of the greats got a double disc, you know what I'm saying? At least one of them bitches in a joint. And I'm like, I think it's that one. So I want everybody to be like, damn, PnB Rock dropped a fucking classic album, you know what I'm saying, for 2019, for our generation, you know what I'm saying? Like, with real content, talking about real shit, and the way everything is gonna build out to the shit. I'm like, that nigga worked hard and really did what he said he was gonna do. And everybody, I want niggas to wake up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas be asleep, and I just want motherfuckers to wake up. Like,
That's
like they gonna wake up with this one.
That's respectable.
Does it count as a double album? Like 2 albums, like in terms.
No,
of
it don't count like that.
Oh,
Hell no. Oh, bitch.
I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about. I'm like, I just think about running up another bag there. That's the finesse.
It's
You
just
know
half
what
and
niggas
half,
do
right?
though? You know what niggas do for the double finesse? They go do a deluxe album.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
You gotta repurchase that.
Oh, so the deluxe albums is another album.
Yeah, they add like extra songs that niggas been wanting, you know what I'm saying? Big features, you know what I'm saying, to bring you back. That shit count. Nigga.
Well, it sounds like you got some of those, so you're good. All right, look, every time I try to outro the show, Akademiks gets a genius question to ask. That's just what he does. So I'm gonna let you take a shot at taking us out of here.
Hey man,
we'll be
you
back
already know,
Monday.
man.
Let
It's
him
your
know.
boy PnB Rock, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just watch my version, my interview on Everyday Struggle. And yeah, they can be back Monday with somebody else, you know what I'm saying? I had as much drip though. I know, that way.
Drip spectacular, bro.
Yo, have a good weekend. We'll see you guys next week.
Spectacular. I see you out here.
Bro, appreciate it. Hey, that way.